there, welcome into the channel. My name is Laurel with the Curated Caravan. I'm going to do a short little video for you guys today. I did a little bit of research on eBay, trying to come up with what brands are actually selling on eBay. This is purely eBay, but you can, if it's selling that well on eBay, I'm sure it's selling on the other platforms as well. It's just easier to do the research when it's on eBay. So I took one category today. We're going to take a look at men's and women's pants and see in the last 90 days what brands are selling the best and what prices they're selling for. So this is for your information, and it also was very informative for me too. I had no idea which one was going to end up being number one, and there were a few surprises in here for sure, but mostly it just confirmed the brands that I knew were good sellers. So we're gonna start off with women's pants. So the average sale price of women's pants in general is $24, so not the greatest. So I took a look at what sold between $30 and $50, $51 and $70, and then $70 and, I only did 70 to 100 when I did the women's pants, but it gives us a good idea. So our number one selling brand, which is not a big surprise, I will still continue to pick up this brand. It is Eileen Fisher. Eileen Fisher sold over 2,000 pairs of pants from Eileen Fisher in the past 90 days. It is now the middle of August. So this summer, Eileen Fisher was the best-selling women's pant, between $30 and $50. In the $50 to $70 range, also Eileen Fisher was the best-selling brand, and from $71 to $100, also Eileen Fisher. So just like me, I pick up, if I see Eileen Fisher pants, I pick them up because we know it is going to sell at some point. So the number two brand is the same in all three categories also, and that is Anthropologie. Now, Anthropologie could be any number of brands under the Anthropologie label. I did kind of look through that to see if there was one that stood out, and there was for sure, and it was Maeve. Mostly in the $30 to $50, the Colette pant was like 90% of the sales of the Anthro pants were the Colette pant from Maeve. So pick that up if you see that around. The other ones I didn't look at, but also was number two up to $100 were Anthropologie brands. Number three, different. So the first between $30 and $50 and between $50 to $70. So we can say up to $70. Number three best-selling brand in women's pants is Free People. Over 1,000 pairs of Free People pants have sold on eBay in the last 90 days, and over almost 300 pairs between 50 and 70. Then if we go to the 70 to 100, that changes, and then we get the brand Frank and Eileen. So Frank and Eileen is the number three best-selling pant brand on eBay the last 90 days. Number four is the same on the cheaper brands, up to $70. The best-selling brand in women's pants is Athleta. Almost 1,000 pairs of pants in the last 90 days, between 30 and 50, and then between 50 and 70, almost 300 pairs of pants. And then our number four brand, between $71 and $100 is unbranded. So that could be vintage, it could be homemade, it could be, sometimes it's like leather pants that don't have a brand. So any unbranded pants. Number five is different in each one. So from $30 to $50, number five best-selling pant brand. This was a surprise to me because I don't even pick up this brand much, is Spanx. And so, up to $50, Spanx. I did look at sizes, and it wasn't even all It wasn't even just plus sizes. It was all sizes in the Spanx. But the number 5 brand in the $51 to $70 was Frank and Eileen. So definitely, again, one that you'll want to pick up if you see it. And then number 5 in the $70 to $100 was Johnny Was. Not surprising at all. I'll just run through the lower 5 of the top 10 in 30 to 50 were J. Crew, Banana Republic, Lily Pulitzer, and Lauren, Ralph Lauren, and Chico's. So again, those bread and butter brands are there for a reason, because they are the ones that are selling. And then if we go to the $50 to $70 pairs, which, you know, ideal is what everybody wants. Lily Pulitzer, Uniqlo was up there. It was specifically, I think, the barrel pants from Uniqlo that were the big bestsellers. And then Johnny Was, Zara, J. Crew. Is that 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zara and J. Crew. Of the more expensive ones, up to $100, we have 6 was Spanx. So I'm going to be looking for Spanx pants, because I because I have Spanx pants and they're not selling. So it must be, I don't know, obviously not the right ones. And then Free People, Zara, Theory, Lily Pulitzer, and a new brand to me, I have never heard of, Nilly Lotan. I don't know how to say it. I don't know this brand, but it's a good money maker. 3, 6, 9, 10. It's number 11. Number 11 on the 70 to 100 list. So that's women's pants. And then I compared it with men's pants. And let's take a look at those. Men pants sell for a higher average price. The price for men's pants is $31, just in general. And so I've got my I have my top 10s for each of those price points, starting, and they're all, well, okay. So number 1 seller in men's pants for $30 to $50 is Lululemon. 50 to 70 is Polo Ralph Lauren. It is also the 70 to 100. So Polo Ralph Lauren, look for it, still pick it up. Sometimes I'll pass it by, but it sells really well. Number 2 is the same all the way through, from $30 to, I went infinity. I went, or $1,000. I think I went from $71 to $1,000. Number 1 bestseller is, or number 2 on the list is Carhartt, which I do usually pick that up. Number 3 from 30 to 50, so the lower end is Cool, Kuhl. 51 to 70 is Lululemon. And then 71 to 1,000 is Peter Millar. Number 4, best-selling brand from $30 to $50 is Polo. And then Dickies. And then unbranded, which can be, you know, anything, vintage, whatever. Number 7 is Peter Millar. Number 8 is Levi's. Number 9 is 511 Tactical, and number 10 is Lauren Ralph Lauren. No surprises there. Let's go up to the $50 mark. So these are pants that have sold on eBay for $51 to $70. Number 1 I've said already was Polo Ralph Lauren. Number 2 is Carhartt. Number 3 Lululemon. Number 4 Peter Millar. Number 5, Fear of God. I've never found Fear of God, but it is definitely, it's number 5 on the 50 to 70, and it's number 13 on over $70. So definitely want to pick that up. Cool is also here as number 6 over $50. 7 is unbranded. 8 is Lauren Ralph Lauren. 9 is Hugo Boss. And number 10 is Arc'teryx. Now we go to the expensive, over $70. Over $70, we've already said Polo, Carhartt, Peter Millar, then Lululemon. Lululemon is still selling over $70 for men's pants. Then we have Lauren Ralph Lauren, Fall Raven, which I have never found. Number 6, Arc'teryx. Number 8 is Unbranded. 9 is Bruno Cucinelli. And number 10 is a brand I have never even heard of called Zanella. So it gives me definitely brands to keep my eye out for, because we know these are the ones that are actually selling. So again, some surprises, and definitely gives me just some brands when I'm shopping that I know what is actually selling, because what was selling a year ago, what was selling 5 years ago may not necessarily be what is current and what is selling right now. I will be back next time with some of the other brands. I've got dress shirts that I looked up, sweaters, and you know, the shoes. I didn't look up shoes yet at all. So we've got all kinds of different categories we can be looking up. And I'll tell you how I did it is I went into research, search solds, search 90 days, and then I broke that down into categories. So I picked women's pants, and then I searched women's pants in the price categories, and then by brand. And then it gave me the top brands that were selling. So you can do that on your own. Just go into eBay and look that up, and it keeps you learning about what is current right now. So anyway, that's your little piece of information for this week, and I will be back a little bit later with a more of the haul from Crossroads. And then I did a big haul today at TJ Maxx, because it was actually, my yellow tags were turning back red, so but they were still marking down. So I bought 3 big bags of clothes from TJ Maxx. Cost me $140, and I'll be sharing that with you in the next coming weeks. So hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.